Welcome to Tales from the Grim and Wild Blue Yonder, our LadyBlackbird campaign. I'm Lauren, your feisty as fuck navigator for this evening's adventure, along with these very calm, cool, and collected players. Speaking of lies, Greg, who are you? Who do you play?
Sorry, technical difficulties as Greg was trying to figure out the button that he needed to work. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. I'm out of breath because I'm old and I was dancing to that awesome beat that Tommy laid down in our vid. I cannot wait to play this. This is my moment of zen. It's been a tough time the past week with some under the bridger trollers that I would rather they stay there. Our Sergeant at Arms in charge of assholery, eradication is here. We're set, we're looking good. Let's have some fun of the fanciful Wild Blue Yonder kind. I am playing Cyrus Vance, Captain of the Owl. I'm here to fly, I'm here to fight, and I'm here to smooch, damn it. Let's play this game.
The optimism. It's great. Serena, hi, how are you?
Hi. Oh, so good. Oh,
Mondays become such a good day. They usually are, regular Mondays, but I get to hang out with you guys.
Anyway, I play Kaylin, your mechanic, stealer of things, perhaps.
Perhaps we shall
Hearts, stealer of hearts.
I mean, Serena stole my heart like the day I met her. So yes, you are correct. Alice, been a long time.
Again, we can't keep meeting like this. I am Alice and I play Snargle, the little goblin boy that I didn't intend to be as good as he is. And pilot extraordinaire. I'm still kind of obsessed with last week's episode. And this team is awesome and I already can't wait. So glad to be back.
Yay. And of course, my BFF, Kiana, who's not mad at me at all. Hi.
No, I'm totally not bitter about the fact you won't give me smooches. Rude.
Earn them.
Fine. Hello, I'm Kiana. I'm in a new spot right now, but I'm excited to be back in the blue with this wonderful crew. And I will be playing Artemis, who is Lord Blackbird's very loyal valet, who's kind of just gone through a lot of shit recently. Now she's on Nightport, her favorite place in the entire galaxy. Totally loves it here.
I believe you so much. And Tommy, can you hear me? How are you?
I'm good. I am very good. By the way, if Cyrus Vance ever decides to run for president of the Wild Blue, you have my vote. That was quite the election speech you gave there.
It's not a democracy.
It's not yet. Who knows at the end of this crazy journey? I'm Tommy. I play our good boy turned bad boy, Lord Blackbird, Natalia Syrie, Nat for all his friends, which is everyone, or mostly everyone. He is super. He's got these big eyes right now as he's looking at Nightport. Just full of wonder right now, because, yep.
Wonder and a mohawk is really all you need in the blue. All right, and we have our first special guest, and we are so excited to have him here. Mal, who are you, and who will you be playing today?
I'm Mal. You can find me on Twitter on Mal Hideo, and today I will be playing Victor Isaac Gates, a steam-powered robot person in the blue.
I am thrilled. Yay. Nothing ever went wrong with sentient robots ever. Yay. All righty. So this is a Powered by the Apocalypse game, everybody. I'm going to give you very brief basics. It's a game by John Harper. Instead of stats, You got traits and tags, and the number of applicable tags for the given task determines the number of dice you roll. You'd think I would have that memorized by now. You're trying to meet the difficulty level that I set, and the more dice, the better your chance of success. If you look below, you'll see all of our donation options, which give everyone watching at home the chance to seriously impact the narrative, whether you'd like to help or complicate the outsiders' lives. You should do it. I'm not saying which, but you should do it. In terms of the world, all you need to know is this. The wild blue is breathable. The depths below it are not. The Empire rules even on the free worlds where they shouldn't be at all. The solar system is small, taking only 6 weeks to cross. Beyond it is the void, which, of course, has a purplish tint. Magic, also known as essence, is rare and coveted and powers pretty much everything in the blue, maybe even our new robot friend a little bit. The largest source of it is the star at the center of the system, known affectionately as Stella, and she's dying. Now, recap, we had some thrilling heroics. With a daring plan executed to perfection, the Owl managed to avoid the 3 mercenary ships ahead of them by descending into the depths. No one was hurt, though Artemis did have a tense reunion with her ex-lover, but now they were out of fuel with a gargantuan creature approaching. Nat, with Kale's help, managed to channel his own essence into the Owl's core to give them just enough of a boost to make it all the way to Nightport. We finally in Nightport, y'all. And that's where we're going to pick up as you all are deciding to land. A couple quick things about Nightport. The planet does not rotate. One side always faces Stella, one side always faces the void. The dark side of Nightport is where a lot of people tend to go to escape, to hide when the Empire or the Crimson Void Walkers pass through their part of the blue. People here might help you, might sell you out for the right price. Your docks, you have lots of free docks, but also no security there. And there are paid ones that have security, but it'll cost you, basically. So I'd like to know where Vance wants to set down his ship.
Well, the lucky thing about this is that normally it would be in the cheapest area because no one's going to come near the Owl. But why not splurge if Lord Blackbird has the cheddar cheese? We can land and have just the works, maybe have a proper shore leave is what Vance is thinking. So he would approach Nat and ask that very question. Kid, do you have any extra coin? We'd like some premier parking, just to make sure the Owl's safe. We need to get her worked on a bit. We need some eyes on her to make sure nobody's messing about.
How much money would I have still?
Is Nat a free spender?
Yes.
I mean, it has been tempered by Artemis a bit.
Sure.
Well, art is like Nat will, like, Art is almost always with Nat when he goes out. And so, I mean, Nat will be like, hey, I'm going to go into the store and buy something. So the impulse is still there, even if he doesn't always buy it because Art doesn't let him.
Okay. I'd say you'd have plenty for a rollicking good time on Nightport.
Then Nat will be like, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not if it keeps the ship safe. And I mean, I think we all deserve a good celebration after that. Nat's still in a bad way, I think, though, to be honest. So he's in his quarters, just like blanket wrapped around. He'll dig into like his I don't know, his travel suitcase. He's got one of those like nice like large travel bags that they have with the handles. And he digs around and he finds he probably has a couple different bags of coin, and so he'll just find one and toss it to Cyrus.
The whole bag. There it goes.
Bag.
This will be just enough.
It's like
way
you know,
more
like
than enough.
it's like maybe about this big, but it's also only in the highest denomination you could possibly have.
Cyrus is not here to rob Nat, but he'll take it because he's Cyrus. So he'll pocket that, and then he goes forward. And the difference, Fair Legion, between the last time that we saw Cyrus Vance and Lord Blackbird is the fact that if you were to peek inside Vance's head, you would know that he now views Lord Blackbird as a member of the crew, because he has been secreting himself down and staring at the engine and its disco ball light that was powered by the magic of this boy prince that's been here, and he appreciates the change. And so he'll take the bag of coin, put it in his pocket. He'll remove a bladder from his other pocket that he brought from the kitchen, and without asking, and of course player agency Nat, you can do whatever you want here, he is going to take this bladder and immediately open up or reach for Nat's jacket to open up his jacket.
I think you see Nat get a little flustered and a little blushy at this point. Captain.
Yeah, oh, good. The color's coming back to your cheeks. You're getting warm. Good. And he's moving to put this large rectangular bladder basically inside your jacket and shirt.
That's just like, I think he's figured out at this point kind of what you're doing, but he's still flustered. But he's like, thank you, Captain. It is much appreciated.
Then he will shove in the very warm hot water bottle into Nat's shirt. He will take the shirt, button it back up, and take the jacket and pull it tight, and then clap both of his hands on the kid's shoulder and be like, "Gotta love that engine, kid." And he turns on his heel and walks out of the room.
Nat does not know what that means. That's like,
So,
is Art in this room right now?
Please tell me yes.
I think Artemis is just coming back. Like she'd probably gone off to like get something for Nat and then come back probably at the tail end of this.
Nat is red as a cherry, I think.
Well, if Vance passes Art on the way out, Vance will just pretend like he's going for his pistol on his hip, which he's not. He'll just go and then just do like a shoulder lead, like a gunslinger lead as he walks by Art, and just flash up, get a little wink action in there, and then walk past and out. He's happy. He's going to Nightport.
Artemis just looks so fast with a raised eyebrow and does not, just continues walking. What even happened?
Yeah. Kaylin and Snargle up in the front, y'all are able to pull into a dock if you want. One of the more well-to-do ones that obviously have security. All you need to do, I'm going to say it's like, like you go to a parking lot and you can go pay at the machines. It's like that, but they have security surrounding it. So,
can the crew get together for just a brief second?
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, Vance is gonna get Snargle and Kale together and just basically say, "We've never been here before. This is apparently the nice section of the docks. I don't know how to act, So I'm going to be relying on you two.
You can rely on me.
Yeah. I'm real smooth, so you don't even have to worry. Just follow my lead, okay?
Absolutely.
And like, Kale puffs up like she knows what she's doing, but she's like, "Oh God," in her head.
Snargle genuinely thinks he knows what he's doing. He's puffed up, but he looks really pleased with himself, and he's like,
I've got you. It's fine.
Perfect. Are there any last minute preparations before you disembark?
I think Nat will probably pocket a few coins and give Art a couple coins for anything we may need. That's about it.
I think that Kaylin dresses a little nicer because if we're trying to hide the fact that Nat is more rugged, worldly, I want to take that that social pressure off of him by dressing just a little nicer, which means suspenders.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Artemis is going to do her same thing. She hadn't put the imperial coat back on. It's still off, and she's just gonna when she has a moment, change her face, or rather her whole self, but most notably going from what most people recognize her as Artemis Walker into the identity that she has introduced others as Isabel Wright. So the blonde hair, freckled woman again.
Snuggle is wearing Nat's nice tailcoat, but he's ripped the sleeves off.
It's like a tail vest. Is that
It's
what
like
that
a tail
is?
vest.
There's a little,
Great.
It's like room to like fly. So
there's a little tear in Nat's eye every time he sees that jacket.
Perfect. All right. So, as the team disembarks and is able to pay their way in a very secure location for once in their lives, some of the things you need to do here are look around for information regarding Pirate King Uriah Flint's location specifically, and also refuel.
This is a question.
I love questions.
Has Kale told anyone else
About you?
about Nat and Pirate King?
I haven't had the chance to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So soon.
Kale is the keeper of all the secrets. P.S. In case anyone didn't know.
We do. Also, as you're leaving, I think anybody who didn't see it, there's a strange woman on your vessel in Artemis's clothing, blonde with freckles.
Kaylin has seen this. Nobody else has.
Yeah.
We'll meet you at the exit.
Hello, you did that weird thing with your face again.
Snargle is reaching for his gun, but as Kaylin says that, just slowly lowers his arm again.
I would imagine it be considered a disguise of forms.
Can you teach me how to do that? With my face? And Kale starts making a face with her face.
Wait, hang on. Is that who I think it is?
Art?
While we're around here, I would suggest that if I look like this, to call me Isabel Wright, but yes.
Izzy it is.
That was actually about to say Izzy. Okay. Izzy.
Are there alternative facts that we need to know about Izzy? Like, what's Izzy's favorite color? What food does she like? And where does she like to go in Nightport?
I don't think that you require to know my favorite color or food. However, I do have a regular spot I suppose you could call it. Around here, used to be regular spot. Right. I was thinking of headed there anyways as part of our visit.
Vance side-eyes Snargle. Where is this spot?
And Snuggle leans in just to be in the eye line of our...
She kind of like raises her brow a bit. I think it's easier if I show you the way. It's a little hidden.
I mean, I would trust. She
Izzy.
She always knows the best. That is going to be difficult for me. Izzy.
If it makes it easier, I can change up my voice like this.
That is very strange.
Disconcerting.
Kale just takes a step back.
You, Izzy. I may just end up referring to you as that person.
I mean, that's perfectly fine as long as, you're relaxed about it. And we had changed her demeanor as well. Like she's kind of relaxed her shoulders. She's slouching a bit, hands in pocket.
I think that's what's getting Nat the most. It's not the change of face. It's not the change of voice. It's that you're not like all stiff.
Well, Izzy, why don't you lead on to your favorite haunt here on Nightport? And Izzy. And we will follow. All we have to do is stop along the way to make sure that here along the dock someone gets some fuel put into the owl, and then we are at your disposal. Of course, we're on shore leave, so likely be drunk soon, but until then, at your disposal.
Right. All right, well, let's get headed out, shall we?
It's disconcerting. It's really
And
disconcerting.
Kaylin actually links arms with Izzy as they walk.
Okay.
And she says, I'm going to look forward to chatting with you a lot more at the bar. And she like tilts her head.
Yeah, Artemis definitely, like for a moment, like her expression goes to a very Artemis expression of like the raised eyebrow look. So planted onto another face. So it's a little weird, but recognizable.
Snargle looks physically uncomfortable by what you're doing. Like the voice change, everything. He's just like, no, and just will walk ahead, or at least just away from Artemis for a bit.
Right, so this motley and very uncomfortable crew is able to exit this fenced off dock and make your way into Nightport. It's the section of Nightport that you're on is mostly dark, although there is kind of this purpley twilight going on since you are on the side that faces away from Stella. And you're able to make your way. It's a lot of tents kind of set up like a market for the most part. And there are some buildings as you get in deeper with lots of twisting alleyways. But Artemis seems to know her way. Artemis, where are you taking them?
Well, hold on. Before we get there, Vance is going to saddle up beside Snargle, produce one of the coins given to him by Lord Blackbird, and say, what's your best guess? Is it going to be seedy, or is it going to be someplace nice? I'm going seedy.
Like, Snargle looks at Izzy and sort of looks back at Vance, back at Izzy.
Seedy.
No
Real
bet.
seedy.
Yeah, no bet. It's a push then. And he puts the coin back in his pocket.
So I'm going to take them to the Squid's Eye. Granted that it still is around after 10 years.
It is, and it looks much the same as it always did. The entrance is kind of squeezed in between two other buildings, so the entrance is really thin, but you know that it opens up inside. As you walk in, it's got kind of the doors that you push open to go into a saloon kind of deal, with a big eye that all of you have kind of seen recently. It is a large yellow eye, kind of looming over the top, glowing a bit. And walking in, you see someone you recognize behind the bar, Artemis or Izzy, an older fellow with several missing teeth who's smiling broadly. He has one artificial eye that kind of, as you come in particular, it twists and goes back and forth as if it's focusing on you. And he smiles even wider as he's cleaning and kind of waves a hand. This is Malachi, the owner of the Squid's Eye. Right now it's pretty crowded, although there is music playing on a radio. There's a wall with a bunch of tacked up posters on it. And you may enter.
Yeah. So with Kaylin still on her arm, she walks in with complete confidence. And as she spots the person behind the bar, she gives a little, Malachi, it's been some time.
Howdy, Isabel. And he kind of like taps his nose twice at you.
Yeah.
I've seen some real interesting stuff coming through here recently. I did not expect to see you.
No, it's nice to be back here. Mind if I bring some folks with me?
No, that is fine. If they are with you, they are friends.
And she smiles, and will walk up to the bar, expecting the others to follow in some way.
Is it seedy?
Say, is it?
It's seedy, a little grungy, but very warm. There are lots of lights. It feels kind of homey and put together. There are some couches made of soft materials that probably look like they need to be cleaned, but not terrible.
Okay, so like Nirvana unplugged.
There you go.
Okay. Seedy, grungy, but warm.
But warm.
As soon as Vance walks in, there is a glance at Snargle.
Seedy.
As the lot of you walk in, Malachi's eye, you can see it kind of like zip around to all of you. It's a bit disconcerting, but again, he's smiling with his missing teeth and seems very friendly. And you see him glance over to the wall that has all the posters hanging on it, and then back at all of you.
Oh, no.
He looks at Izzy.
She gives a bit of a shrug. She notes that she's done this, and things change in about 10 years, huh? Though, not really this place. I don't think you've replaced that couch since then.
Oh, it's good though. It's lumpy. I like it. How about I get y'all all around, huh? Y'all take a seat. Sit on down. Make yourselves at home.
Yep.
Malachi, before serving drinks, will wipe down a bit where he is, waiting for you all to move away as he starts filling glasses. Not asking what you want. You get the sense that there's not a lot of options here anyway. And you're able to sit. Other people in the bar, there's some people sitting near the wall of posters. It's not too crowded, and there's by the front a bit. There's a figure with a large newspaper in front of them, and you can only see kind of the tip of a top hat peeking over.
Is it a soft hat?
You'd have to get closer to see.
I knew it.
So what would you like to do?
So Nat's mouth has been running a mile a minute since getting here. He's been asking questions about everything. It's like, oh, what's that? This is definitely probably directed mostly towards Snargle and Cyrus, since Izzy and Kale have been off walking and leading. It's like, so what do you do for fun around here?
Drink.
You gotta
Anything
go up
else?
to the bar and tell them you want the strongest thing that you've got.
Anything else?
Ask for another one when you finish
Fencing, orchestras, theater,
that one. Oh.
parties.
Everything seems like what you said if you drink enough. You'll see orchestras and parties. We might never leave here, but you're going to see it all.
Yes. There do seem to be a lot of people standing in alleyways here.
Yeah. Can we see if our pictures are up on the wall of posters?
Mm-hmm. In fact, as you move that way, the paper holding person from the front, the paper dips a bit, and you see it's not a top hat, but a fedora and goggles sticking out from under it. Who does this as you move toward those posters? Mal, why don't you go ahead right now and describe what Mr. Victor Isaac Gates looks like?
He's dressed like a dapper gentleman with a long coat. His eyes are big and green, and there are no pupils. And the face is copper and bronze with a little bit of steel and a few rusty spots.
How common are people, are robot people?
Walking around? Not common at all. You would know that the Empire uses them on some of their mining expeditions. They're usually made to be soldiers or miners, and I don't think that you've ever seen one just walking around. He looks very conspicuous.
Sort of leans down to Snargle. Is that a man made from metal?
Sorry, what?
Like he was too busy looking towards his posters.
Sort of like does the eye thing where he's like trying to look but not look too conspicuously, just like at Victor, at the robot.
Victor, you notice this.
Yeah, Snuggle just turns, then looks at Nat.
Yeah.
I've never seen one before.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he's fine.
He's so awesome.
You should go talk to him. Go say hi.
I think I'll do that. Nat will approach Victor.
Yes.
Well, how do you do that? Good sir.
How do you do, sir?
I'm doing just fine.
Do you require assistance?
No. I just
Are you sure?
wanted to say hi.
Snarkle's like pulling Vance, like, look at this.
Vance looks and watches the exchange and then whispers to Snargle, I'm not sure which one's the robot now.
It's a very nice hat.
Thank you. I bought it.
Are there any particularly good hat shops here?
Here? No.
Oh. Disappointing. I was hoping to pick something up. This is just this awkward silence now. That's not sure what to hear. Which is strange for Nat because, you know, among people in Elysium, he is very, very talkative and well versed in conversation. He's just not sure what to say to a robot person.
I saw you come in.
Yep, we came in. Yep.
You were being followed.
Say what?
Followed.
Oh, those were just my crewmates.
No.
My shipmates. No. Well, then who was following us?
Voidwalkers.
Captain?
Over by the wanted posters, Vance, you do very quickly spot a few fresh ones. In fact, with your likenesses over them, as well as details. Let's see. There is the name Jack Brannigan, wanted for high treason and murder, and wanted dead or alive. There is the name Kaelin Arkham, wanted for petty theft, wanted alive. There is the name Snargle, wanted for unlicensed flying, dead or alive. And then there's a picture of who you all know as Artemis Walker, wanted for kidnapping, wanted dead or alive. And then there's just like the most charming schoolboy portrait of Lord Natalius Blackbird. Like everybody else looks really serious and like they're all like mugshots. This is like a school portrait. Wanted alive, unharmed, and then an insanely huge reward listed underneath. In fact, you would think this is way more than that is worth as the second son of the house, if you knew that. But he will, and so will Artemis. As Snargle and, oh, that's fun. As Snargle and Vance are looking at these, Malachi kind of scoots by, refills the drinks from the two gentlemen who are sitting near the posters and just kind of starts very swiftly taking those down.
Thank you, friend. Okay, Vance will turn to Snargle. To recap, I'm wanted for murder and high treason, dead or alive. You're wanted for flying without a license, dead or alive.
I don't know where that could have come from.
Tip of the cap. You have bested me with your accused crimes. Things have escalated quickly for you, Snargle.
They got my nose wrong, though.
They did. They got my name right, though, which is disconcerting.
I've got a license.
Of course you do. A drink?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I'm buying. I found this bag of gold. And then he walks over to the bar.
Ooh. As he follows you to the bar.
Y'all are going to the bar? Yeah, okay. Malachi returns, starts putting together drinks. There seems to be not only not a lot of options, there seems to be about one. It's ale. So he will start pouring before you even ask. Passes it over. Oh, no, it's on the house. That's fine. Y'all are with Izzy. Taps his bulbous nose. It's kind of red.
Gotcha.
Is it at this point that Nat's kind of like, Captain?
Nat, come here. Come here. He pulls Nat in between he and Snargle. Come down, sit right here. And he slides the beer that he was given and indicates another one. We're going to have a toast to the repairing of the owl. Not you can't interrupt the toast. Nat, I mean...
Like, Snargle's already got his head in it, and he's like,
having a toast?
A toast.
Nat immediately shuts up when he hears you can't interrupt a toast.
Right. Okay, so as soon as they all have drinks, Vance is going to say, you repaired the owl? So, say a few words. Let's drink as crew.
Looking at Nat for this?
What is, while the toast is being prepared, what is Victor doing?
Victor is going to walk over and interrupt the toast.
Perfect. As a deep inhale comes, Victor arrives.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello again. Captain, this is... I don't think I got your name, sir.
Names. Victor.
The Captain, this is Victor.
Vic?
Victor, we are currently in the middle of a toast, and it cannot be interrupted.
Join us, Vic. And he'll again indicate that Victor can get between he, Snargle, and Nat. Any friend of this guy, they hadn't come up yet. Is a friend of mine. Let's drink, please.
Artemis has definitely done like the look over at Victor. Done like, that very quick risk assessment.
Kayla's doing the opposite face. It's like big, excited eyes because this is a mechanical person. This is incredible.
You and me both, Kale. and Nat will Nat will drink. Here's the one thing about Nat. He's attended a lot of parties in his life. He has attended a lot of parties in the tone of doing some socializing while there. So something he's learned is to look like he's drinking a lot, but not drinking as much as he looks like. Because when people think you're drunk, they'll say more to you.
Noted. Victor, as everyone is, at least you see these two, this boy in a vest and a mohawk, and this young woman in kind of mechanic's clothing with a leather jacket. They're both staring at you. Is Victor used to this kind of attention moving through Nightport, or is this odd to him?
He's probably pretty used to it.
And then once Nat has had a good long drink, he'll look at Cyrus and be like, Captain, this Victor here says that we were followed by void walkers.
Kale, like you know when a cat is upset, like they kind of like their hackles raise. That's what Kale does, and then she looks right at Artemis.
Cyrus would be like, Kale, get in here, get a drink, and slides over down the bar a little bit more. Get in here between me and Snargle and that guy and Vic here, and we're gonna have a toast.
And she just she slides over.
Yeah, probably having heard this whole thing and the very pointed look from Kaelin, Artemis is going to kind of lean over the bar to Malachi. Is the bathroom in the same place as it used to be?
And his eye rotates. It probably his version of winking.
Yeah.
One to the right, one to the left.
All right. Yeah. So she will keep an eye on the door, but she knows another way out if needs be.
Yes, you do. And at this point, Artemis, you feel a slight buzz.
Right.
Not from the alcohol, in case that was unclear.
Yeah, no, she hadn't drank anything yet. Yeah, so she's gonna stand up and kind of put a hand on Nat's back. I'm gonna be right back. I need to take a little bit of a bio break. And she'll just walk.
Kale is going to stealthily follow her.
Great.
And that's like, right back at you, Izzy.
Yeah.
And Snuggle just pushes the beer slightly closer to him to stop talking.
Always wise. So Kale, I will need a roll to avoid Artemis's detection. Key, would you rather I set a difficulty level or roll against?
Either works.
Okay. Let's set a difficulty level.
So you are going against a very paranoid, military-trained person.
I'm a burglar.
Yeah.
Let's make it a 4 because I'm
Okay.
feeling feisty.
So I'm gonna do quiet or burglar. So quiet, sneak, hide, perceptive. Is the bar pretty dimly lit?
It's got kind of a warm glow, but there are shadows. It's not bright. It's just comfortable.
Can I tag darkness? Like to try to be in the darkest corners of the bar as I sneak through?
I don't know if it's dark enough for that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take 2 dice from my pool.
Cool. What does that bring you up to?
That brings me up to 6.
Cool. And did you count your just cause?
Did I? 1, 2, 3. No, 7.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you do have an auto success in the bank if you'd like to make it 4.
Yes.
Thought you might. There we go. So that's 4 successes. And Kale is able to move unobserved by Artemis. We'll get back to that though. What is going on at the bar? I must know.
Cyrus is pretending to drink and order additional rounds because it's all on the mythical Izzy's tab. Or the actual Izzy's tab. We're not sure who's real and who's not. But the entire time he's looking in the mirror behind the bar and observing the entire population behind him. If one were to look, his ale is not disappearing nearly as fast as his demeanor might suggest.
Snuggle's doing something fairly similar, but he's facing the other way with his back to the bar and just sort of trying to drunkenly smile and nod if anyone catches his eye.
Nat has determined that the right people have been notified that this is all handled, and he is back to talking to Victor.
Yes, do it.
So, Victor, what do you do here?
Here?
In Nightport. Job? Purpose?
I had a ship.
You had a ship? Like your ship? Your own ship?
Yes.
You had? Did something happen to it?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask how? How? Or what?
There's even for how Victor is mostly emotionless, there's this long pause, and you can hear things turning inside him as he thinks about his answer. I lost it.
In physically, or in the in the metaphorical sense?
It was mine. Now it's someone else's, and I'm going to get it back.
That is a very, very interesting string story, Victor.
Do we hear this? Is that the bar?
Yeah, you're right there. You're at the bar.
Did you lose it in a game of cards, perchance?
Yes.
Captain, isn't...
Woo!
You're pretty good at you and Snuggle are pretty good at cards. You could help Victor win his ship back from whoever. Do you know who took your ship?
Might be time to leave.
Oh, I love Nat so much.
I don't play cards.
What?
Never have.
You definitely
Drink this beer.
Like he starts like pushing the beer closer.
I haven't finished my first
Doesn't
first
matter.
one. Hey,
Just-
Oh, okay. And Nat.
Does anyone ever actually give Victor a drink? I'm curious.
I think Cyrus did, kind of.
We ordered one, yeah.
Yeah, during the toast.
There was one before you.
He looks at it, he drinks it, and it just falls out his exhaust vents on his cheek. And he sets the glass down like nothing happened.
Okay, and that. All right, I can't.
Cyrus is waiting.
Not
and...
ask. Is there a purpose to you drinking that?
It was purchased for me. It's polite to take what's offered.
Okay, well, I can't. Do you do that for everything you drink?
Yes, I don't drink often.
Victor, something about Snargle maybe is turning on some circuit in you. The person that you played wasn't green, was taller, less round. There's something about the voice.
I turn to Snargle. Your voice is familiar.
Is it?
Yes.
Curious. Like, and he sort of looks to Vance, like, and just like starts drinking.
Well, this has been fun, everybody, but boy, oh boy. Do you hear that time? Yeah, it's,
I'm gonna miss my class, and jumps off the stool and just stretches quickly, and it's like, okay, I gotta go.
Wait, what class? I want to go to this class.
Yep,
Ironing.
you can come too.
We got to
Do you
feed the
head
hog.
toward the Batwing door? Is that where you're going, Snargle?
I think Snargle sort of briefly looks at Vance first, but does look like he's gonna not bolt. He doesn't look like he's gonna bolt.
All right.
But-
From underneath the door, although you can't see a face, you do see several pairs of boots come in and block the very dim street light. But let's cut away, because we got two sneaky sneaks. I mean, one sneaky sneak, just the one. Let's go. Where are you at, Artemis?
So Artemis had gone partway down the corridor that leads to the bathrooms, which really just another way. It's actually a passageway that goes into the sewers in case you needed a quick exit out. She's not going all the way there, just enough so that she is separated from the rest of the crew before she pulls out her communicator.
Okay, so what describe this room for me?
So this particular room looks like it kind of looks like a storage room. It doesn't actually. There are bathrooms, but this is when she's speaking with Malachi. This is what she means. It's just a different branching hallway, essentially, and so this room is kind of filled with different, so many barrels of ale, so many of the same kind. Just, also some boxes.
What's the ale called?
What is the ale called?
What do you want to call it?
Oh, naming's hard. Oh, that's a good one. Spitfire.
Oh, that's nice. Love it. Sweet.
Yeah, and there's a few boxes of other glasses in case one gets broken, because it happens in this bar sometimes.
Can the Spitfire have another name because it's really bad? Can the clientele call it something else that sort of rhymes with Spitfire?
No.
Just checking.
I first know of this game. Thanks, Greg.
It was definitely meant to be named after some sort of like plane model, but then people were like, they realized that you could spit it out and light it on fire.
Extremely flammable.
But no, it's actually, there's a box that sits on top of the porthole that leads down. So.
All right. Kale, where have you situated yourself? Art has gone in. Are you standing outside after she moves in, or?
I'm assuming that she moved in and shut the door. So Kale moves to next to the door, but behind some of the boxes. If there's like not cardboard boxes, but just like empty boxes of where the ale would be, like a storage area, she's hiding behind that.
Great. All right. Artemis. The call sign on it is one you recognize, CTZ.
Yep. Flick it on. Not turning on the video part, but just the voice. Hello?
You don't hear anything back, but it's definitely connected.
I'm sorry I haven't checked in recently. It's been difficult to have any time alone. We are at Nightport. Seems like we'll be here for at least a day. We'll see. I'll see if I can update you on that. But from my understanding, we're supposed to get information and then move out and away. So I suppose I'll tell you which next destination should be.
That is very interesting. The voice that comes over is not Claire's, but it is super familiar.
Yep. Oh boy.
And the video on your device turns on without you turning it on. And there is a woman, tan skin, big kind of chocolate brown eyes, partially shaved head, black hair that comes over, maybe in her mid to late 40s, very intense looking, with several medals across her imperial uniform. Hello, Artemis. Oh, we're gonna cut away because I feel like, what's going on back in the bar? Party!
We were just leaving. We walked out. We're back at the Owl. We're comfortable. I'm in my jammies.
You left your first mate behind?
No, we all left.
Faster than him.
Yeah.
So
I think that's like, Victor, would you like to come to class with? I'm not sure what kind of class it is, but I think you should become friends with the captain and Snuggle. We can help you get your ship back.
Yes.
Yes, let's go. Let's go talk to the captain. Wonder where he is.
Nat looks at Cyrus very confused. Like,
what is going on right now in Victor's circuits and gears? What's he thinking?
Right now, he might be thinking maybe he'll just get a new ship instead.
Why?
I wish you could see my facial expressions better as I'm sitting here thinking.
Come on a face journey with me.
It's hard with these goggles.
I know.
Listen, Mal, goggle once if the new ship rhymes with schmal. Goggle twice if it's something completely unrelated to my craft. Gotcha.
He's being theoretically offered to join this group on their ship, and I mean, that's one more ship than he had this morning.
Quite right. At this point, you would all notice the group of boots on the ground outside that have not come in and are just standing there.
Victor looks at Nat and just says, "You were followed."
Yeah. Captain will take care of that. I wouldn't worry about anything. Shit. Nat takes another drink from his mug.
Okay,
Worry
so
gone.
Kale's gone. Artemis Izzy is gone. We've got Snargle, the robot, Nat, and myself, and boots on the ground outside the saloon doors.
Mm-hmm. That's what you know as of this moment.
Okay.
What would you like to do, crew?
I'm going to order another beer to think about what I'd like to do.
You may. The boots do not move. Malachi at this point has also noticed, and he takes this really old-timey looking shotgun from above where the glasses hang from, and he takes it down, just casually rests it behind the bar. No biggie. Kale, from your position, you haven't heard much so far, but you have heard this exchange. No name has been given, but you heard your location and your plan laid out for what you all were doing next. What's Kale thinking at this moment?
Kale has been sort of, since she caught Artemis talking with the Crimson Voidwalker captain on the phone last time, has sort of been doing a keep your friends closer, enemies closer thing with Artemis. And so this kind of confirms what she was thinking about there being something, there's something wrong, there's something in her gut that doesn't feel right. So upon hearing this, she's just gonna whip around and just find Vance.
Okay, great. Kale enters the not quite fray. They're all sitting there. You see the boots on the other side of the saloon door that aren't moving. You see Malachi bringing a shotgun down. The other patrons, as you pass them, look nervous. The few that are in here, they also have newspapers and are kind of folding them up and just like starting to get up and then sitting back down, and nervous tension throughout the whole place.
And she like awkwardly walks to Vance because the energy in the room is completely different now.
He's drinking his beer like really close, almost like it's warm.
And then she's gonna grab a beer that's probably not hers, but she's just gonna like look at him and start drinking it the same way. What is happening right now? Are we? Is there gonna be like a firefight situation happening? Like what? They're so weird right now.
It's going as well as it normally does.
Where's our robot friend?
Next to you.
Oh my God!
See, do you see what that hat does? When you wear a hat like that, it just disguises you immediately.
I thought you were just a regular gentleman.
Excellent.
Do you know what's going on? And
You
she
were
looks-
followed.
Do you know those people that followed us, Victor?
Voidwalkers.
Do you know how long they've been following us, Victor?
A while.
And Kale kind of gives him a smirk. Do you know how to fight?
Yes.
Good. And, Kaelin is gonna look at Vance, look at Victor, and get up and walk towards. They're outside. Is that what's going on?
They're like right outside the saloon door, almost like they've set up a perimeter.
So as I stand up, I actually whip around to Malachi's the bartender.
Yep.
I go, Malachi, do you have a roof, like an access point that I can get from inside to your roof?
Yeah.
Can you show me where that is? I'd like to go up to your roof real quick. Victor, you want to come with me?
Yes.
Excellent.
Malachi, yeah, sure. He pulls out a stool and kind of hops up onto it. Like, not climb, he hops onto it. He is super spry for someone of his age. And he pulls down like a rope ladder. I heard a hatch up there. That's my exit.
Can Kaylin is gonna give him more money for does the beer come in a bottle or can? It's like a bottle situation?
Like a mug.
A mug. Okay. Are there bottles nearby?
Sure. Yeah,
Wonderful.
sure.
Kaylin is gonna go up there with some bottles of the ale, and as she's going up, you see her sort of rip off sort of like the bottom of her shirt, and she is definitely making a Molotov cocktail. So
amazing. And Victor follows. Perfect. All right. Maybe we can like hop back to like Artemis. Maybe let's do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you seem chill, so we should go back to you. The woman on the other end of the line is who you would know as High Commander Seraphina Cross. She is giving you the meanest smirk.
Again, her face flickers for a moment as she loses some of that control.
I remember that one. I didn't like it.
It is good to see you as well, High Commander.
Oh, you stayed abreast of promotions. That's nice. I thought you were kind of fully immersed in your servitude.
I like to make sure that I am respectful of all members of the Empire.
Wonderful. So, it might not surprise you to know we had a little chat with the Blackbird brat, Beatrix. We intercepted her on her honeymoon. I'm sure you've heard all about it.
Yes.
It's good they get the recent news even out in the, what would you call them? Slums?
Our commander, if I may ask, what are you doing with Claire Torres's communication device, and what business do you have with me?
Oh, Claire is right here, and she kind of moves it to, you see Claire sitting on the bed. It looks like she's actually in the Blackbird house, which is interesting because last you all heard she was heading toward the Hand of Sorrow.
Yep.
Well, once we located young Natalius and found that you were with him, we began to question if his little trip was as unplanned as it first appeared. The girl, Claire, now looking, she seems like her head is down. Her hands are manacled, and she's just sitting there not saying anything. She said that she lost contact with you. No one approved of this little escorted escape with us.
We didn't think that we needed the military involved. I wouldn't want to trouble you with more burdens.
Oh, well, now we are very much involved, Artemis. Only partially because of who you're traveling with, but also the Lady Blackbird's new husband and myself and all of us would just like to see Natalius return safe and sound, you know.
That was the plan.
Oh, well, I guess we can just speed up the plan then,
Hi, Commander. If I may be honest with you, you are no longer my commander. Therefore, I no longer have to answer to you. So if I could be in contact with my employer, that would be most, well, amenable.
Certainly. And she moves from her position, and Beatrix Blackbird sits there, much like Nat, dark hair, these kind of misty gray eyes. But Beatrix is a very outspoken and very vivacious woman. And the Beatrix that you see in front of you is pale, seems kind of lifeless, isn't really making much eye contact. Again, she looks a little fidgety, like Claire looks, and there's a hand on her shoulder. A man's hand, long fingers and nails, in a long white sleeve. We're gonna come back because I like doing that. It's really fun for me. And yeah. What's going on in the bar? Vance and Snargle.
Okay, Vance would look over at Snargle. So, we're probably gonna have to fight.
What's the plan, Captain?
Hey, Nat.
Nat.
Probably gonna have to fight. Snargle, why don't you take Nat back to the bathroom? I'll stay here and wait for the signal from up top and fight.
I could help you fight. I've got my
You're gonna help me fight over
stun
here.
sword.
And he sort of takes your hand and starts walking you away.
Oh, okay, yes. Because there are surely people coming around from behind. Of course.
You got it,
Get-
kid. Come on.
Can't get flanked, right?
Yep. Number one mistake made in adventures. Not expecting the other soldiers.
It's certainly not splitting the party, which we've done admirably. Vance is going to finish his Spitfire, and he is going to prepare to repel boarders from our little neck of the nape here.
You got it. Nat, where are you located in the Squid's Eye?
Following Snargle, I guess, to the bathroom?
To the actual bathroom?
Wherever Snargle's leading
Okay,
that.
Snargle, are you going to the actual bathroom?
Snargle, first of all, is actually going to try find Isabel. But if not, he's getting out of there and fleeing towards the owl. Just taking that with him.
Got it. Understood. Let's see what's going on the roof real quick before everything gets into motion.
So, you know when you just meet someone and you think that maybe you'll never see them again, so then you tell them a lot of things about yourself?
Yes.
Cool. So that's what Kaylin is doing right now to Victor. She's like making these Molotov cocktails and is just like, and there's Artemis. She's probably a traitor. Trading around with sweet little Nat. Have you met Nat? He's so nice. He's just a nice boy, and he's just with a traitor who's probably gonna kill him in his sleep.
That would be sad.
That would be sad. You get me. And I hand him a Molotov cocktail. Yeah, and I just sometimes it's just nice to have somebody to talk to, you know what I mean? That'll just like listen to like everything and not judge it, not just put their own like a bias or opinion on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's so you get it. And Kale is gonna creak over to the side to see what type of perimeter the Crimson Voidwalkers have made around our building.
There is a kind of loose line of about a dozen men out front.
All right, so there's roughly a dozen men. Victor, what is your what are something you're good at? Or do you have powers? I don't really know. And Kale realizes that maybe what she's saying is like not exactly right. So she backpedals and says, I'm really good at sneaking up on people. What's something that you like to do?
This is a fight. I can shoot.
Excellent. We're going to be shooting on the count of 3, okay? Are you ready?
Am I shooting with the Molotov or with my gun?
Ooh, both. You're going to throw the Molotov, hit the guy, and then start shooting him like crazy. Because he'll be like surprised because all of a sudden there's fire. So they'll be flailing and running, and you just got to get them like target practice, okay?
Like target practice. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And Kale just like launches the Molotov cocktail.
All right. Amazing. Are you trying to hit individuals or just startle them?
I both. If there's like individuals that I can hit, I'm gonna try to hit them. But if they're far away, I just want to create like a big chaotic mess.
Yeah. Let's make this a roll for both of you. I'm gonna say only difficulty 2 because they have no idea where you are.
No.
You do see a large kind of Stetson hat down there.
There's a what?
One of the Void Walkers has this kind of large brown Western hat on.
Great. He's a leader. We gotta get him.
I mean, he has a hat.
He has a hat. He's important. We gotta put him on fire. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's. I'll take rolls from both of you. I would love to do this.
Because I'm on the roof and they don't know where I am, I'm gonna use tricky.
Mm-hmm. So one just cause, then tricky.
Okay. And then quick.
Sure.
Dirty fighting because it's
yes.
This is very dirty fighting.
Use of dirty fighting ever.
And then can I use escape because we're trying to kill him. That's not an escape. This is violence only. Sleight of hand. Use that for aim. That's.
You know what? I might actually give you escape. Unless you're saying your intent is to actually.
I do want to get away, but.
Yeah. So I'll give you escape and not a sleight of hand, I don't think.
Okay, perfect.
5. You're only looking for difficulty 2. But, oh, wow, nice. And Victor, what would you like to do?
I think that in this situation, throwing a Molotov, I will use my Clockman to give me reflexes and sense maybe Rebel.
Yeah. Rebel.
And that made of gears, because maybe I can throw it harder.
Sure, why not? I like it. Let's do it. Like a karate chop, but with a mechanical arm and a Molotov. Okay, so you've got 5 because you get your 1 just cause and your 1 for Clockman. Would you like to add any from your pool?
I will add 1 from my pool.
Great, so you're rolling with a 6. Just see this dual Molotov.
We didn't start the fire.
That you did. And that's all you need, my friend. You just have it. So can you both describe this sneak attack?
So, I feel like they like signal each other. They nod. They count to 3 and just light them and then whip them across. And like Kale is like trying not to like let out this like cackle, like this like giddy like chaos laugh, and she just tosses it and looks at Victor like, hell yeah.
How is Victor's flair with this?
He's very just. And then when Kaylin looks at him, he just goes,
"We're best friends." Cool.
Yep. As fire rains from the heavens upon these, I'll even say one strikes that beautiful brown hat below, and you see it kind of catch fire, and the person wearing it bat it off of his head away from him. Some of the others, their jackets even catch a little fire, and then the fire that's in front of them flares up. Some retreat to the sides, but about 6 now push through the Batswing doors. Let's go inside. Nat and Snargle, y'all were heading for the back exit.
Snargle, first of all, was trying to find somewhere where no one else was, whether it was the literal bathroom.
Yeah, there's a literal bathroom.
Or something, just to make it clear. And he looks at Nat and he's like,
Right, look, let's be honest. They're probably after you. Okay? They're probably looking for you. They've got the idea that's what. So we need to get you out of here, okay? Give me your scarf, give me your top, give me your shirt. Now, just do it now. Come on, switch.
and he starts taking off waistcoat.
Okay. Nat turns his back and starts taking off his vest and
Just
hands it back to you.
And you feel like I'm going to use one of my secrets here, and because you've turned away, you don't quite realize it, but Snargle places the hat, his flying cap, on your head. He is now the same height as you, and it is Snargle's face, but he has taken on your skin tone, your hair, everything, and he starts tying your scarf around his face and is shrugging on like your clothes. And he hands you his shirt. He's like,
it's why I always keep it oversized. Just put it on.
Puts it on and turns around and
You need to put the goggles on and the hat on properly.
he
Just
puts
don't-
Snargle, is that you?
just
Are you like Izzy? Can you do
and
the whole?
he pulls the scarf down and goes, no, and it is his face. But everything, like the skin tone, everything, the nose is a slightly different shape, but you can see it's him. And he pulls the scarf back up and he's like,
You follow my every move. But if I say run, you're going to go in the opposite direction of me and you're going to run to the owl.
Aren't we going to fight?
I'm glad you agree. Come on.
and he slaps you on the wing and just like starts pushing you out of the bathroom towards the back door.
That's just, I think that's so startled by Snargle's transformation that he's not resisting right now. He's just...
And as you're moving, let's go back to the main bar where we've got Captain Cyrus Vance, and Malachi is with you too, as 6 Crimson Voidwalkers push through the bar, including a taller man, broad-shouldered, beautiful green eyes, dark shoulder-length hair, great beard, walks in.
Sounds hideous. I pity him, but I do it quietly. No, Vance will finish the first beer that he started, put the mug down, look over, and just kind of give a nod to Malachi as he turns around and brushes back his jacket to reveal his 2-gun rig, but he doesn't draw. He just stands and faces the 6, including the unfortunate man, and... Gentlemen, bar's closed, I think. Maybe go back outside into the firestorm?
The taller man, who seems to keep like reaching for something that's not there, probably a hat, looks at you, notes your guns, and clocks Malachi as well, although he cannot, the shotgun is still beneath the bar, so Malachi has not drawn it yet. Says, where's the kid?
Who's that now?
The Blackbird boy.
Singing in the dead of night? I have no idea, but I don't see any, is this kid of age? This is a bar.
He sniffs a bit, kind of looks around. I would say probably doesn't see Snargle and Nat fleeing as of yet. And nods at his friends who are recovering. And all of them draw pistols and point them at you.
Okay. So this is how we're going to play this then. 6 against 1.
Yeah, you were a pretty good shot earlier.
Oh, I'm just getting started. And Cyrus is going to draw and attack all of these sons of bitches.
What's your gun set to?
Hurt real bad.
Copy. Okay, so your aim is to take down 6.
Correct. I'm talking both guns out. We're going Doc Holliday right here. This is okay.
Yeah.
This is OK Corral shit.
I love it. So I like numbers that line up. You want to take out all 6. So let's just make the difficulty 6.
Okay.
But I'll reduce it to 5 because Malachi is going to join you.
Don't worry about it. Keep it at 6. I want to take them all out except for the unfortunate looking one. But I want to shoot the gun out of his hand.
Great. I love it. Okay, we'll keep it at 6. Go ahead. What would you like to use? You get 1 just cuz.
I got 1 just cuz. I'm going to use Battle Hardened. Our Warrior Battle Hardened. I got 1 just cuz. Warrior Battle Hardened. Shooting. 2-gun style. Pistol. And then I am also going to evoke my Secret of Experience, which enables me to use... I can use tags from more than 1 trait when I roll. So I would also like to use Tough, Endure, Creepy Stare, and Intimidate as I stand there and take 1 versus 6.
Okay, roll with 10.
Okay, and I'm going to use... do we refresh our pool? We did, didn't we?
No.
Okay, then I'm using the rest of my dice to roll 13. Is that good?
That's great.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Please describe this for me.
Vance calmly pulls out both of his guns and proceeds to go from left-hand gun goes to the one on the far left, or their right. Right-hand gun goes from their far left, and he shoots kneecaps all along the way until he gets to the unfortunate one, and then both of his final shots take him in the forearm and the hand and blow the gun out of it. And he sits there and goes, "That could have went better for you."
And that is how it goes. The other Voidwalkers fall to the ground, some screaming, some crying, and Micah is kind of staring in amazement, no longer armed with his gun. Looks around at the fallen comrades, for all intents and purposes. They're not going anywhere, and will pat his wrist and the device on it as a purple shimmer takes him.
As he's disappearing, Vance is gonna say, "The kid's on my crew. Next time I don't shoot your gun."
Perfect. So perfect. Next, we'll head over to Art. Although, before we leave the bar, Malachi starts pouring you another drink. Just starts setting them up on the bar.
Please, yes.
And back in the back room, you are faced with Beatrix Blackbird. Again, with that hand on her shoulder, wearing a ring with the signet of a bird, although it's not a blackbird. It's a larger bird, a crow.
Are you all right, my lady?
I'm fine. I need you to listen to the High Commander and bring that where she tells you. The hand squeezes her shoulder. There's a base. If you're in Nightport, there's a base, and she kind of looks up and off to the side. Near Stella, on the other side of the zone. We just need Nat back at home.
Artemis doesn't like any fucking bit of this.
Really? It seems really pleasant.
He hates every single moment of this.
Sure.
Yeah. Kind of narrow her eyes a bit. I understand, my lady. Great. And the image is kind of jerked away back to High Commander Cross, who looks smug. So it seems like you can do this. It's all what Lady Blackbird wants. I'm sure you can pull it off if you're at least that competent. And I think if you manage to do this quickly, I can see to it that you are reinstated with full honors, even promoted. There is a pause as Artemis considers it for a moment. Hi, Commander. It has been 11 years since I was last in your service. However, I have kept my skills quite sharp, being under the employmentship of the Blackbird family. I've been tasked with protecting them. And so if I return back and I find that anything has happened to any of the Blackbird family, or if by these actions any harm has come upon them, then it is part of my employee contract, then I must deal with you accordingly.
So will you be returning?
You'll see. She's going to hang up on her.
Okay.
Ow, pa.
Yeah. Let's hop up to the roof. As your plan has gone off to amazing effect, and you are basking in the glory of it and with your new friend, neither of you will notice the purple shimmer that appears behind Kaylin.
And it's because Kaylin's talking so much at Victor, and Kale's like trying to like do like a high five secret handshake type of situation with them, because like right now it's just fire and she's just waiting for everyone to handle it. She's like, okay, and then I'm gonna stick my hand out, and then we're gonna do like a pinky waggle. So it's like slap, pink waggle, and jump back, and then like a high clap. Okay? Yeah.
And Victor is attempting this valiantly. Kale, you feel something pressed onto your jacket shoulder. And when you look at it, there's a small device with a purple stone at the center. And over your shoulder stands a very tall man with a great beard, sparkling green eyes. Well, this will have to do. And he presses something on himself and on you. And Victor, before your eyes, Kaelin disappears in a purple shimmer. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh God.
I did my own air horn sound for myself.
Bah, 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 bah.
And we are, I'm pretty sure, going to have Mal back next week to finish off Victor's arc, which I'm very excited about. So let's go around, see what everyone thought. Everyone had a great time. Let's go backwards. I want to start with Mal. Mal, thank you for joining us. How'd you like it?
It was a lot of fun. I'm going to ruin the illusion. Sorry.
There he is.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun watching various Lady Blackbird games with Kiana GMing, and then you guys here. And I mean, as soon as I saw that I could be a part of it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then when Lauren was helping me make my character, and I was like, holy shit, there are robots. I want to be a robot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. I'm so happy that we finally got to meet and that I got to play with you and that you had a good time, and we'll have you back. And where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter under Mal Hidale. I stream like every blue moon. That's kind of it.
Sweet. All righty. Let's go over to young Lord Blackbird. How you doing, Tommy?
I'm so mad. Not at you, Mal. Victor was great. I love Victor. Victor's best robot. Robot.
You can't be mad at me.
Yeah, I am 100% mad at you, and that wasn't even involved in what I'm mad at you about. I am so mad at you. I swear, Lauren. I swear. Another great episode in the Wild Blue. Oh man, that was so awesome, Captain. I wish Nat would have been there to see it. I wish Nat would have been there to see it.
No one saw it.
No one saw it. No one saw how cool Cyrus was.
And no one's gonna believe it. I'm just kidding.
I took out except by myself.
Except for the bartender.
Yeah.
Bartender did see it.
Malachi.
Oh no, Kale. Don't you dare touch a hair on Kale's head, Lauren.
Okay.
I mean, you will suffer. I mean, you will incur the wrath of chat, I think, if you.
You're fine.
But yes, that was another great episode. I love Mondays. This was especially great because I had to sit in a 4-hour meeting today. So,
Ew.
yeah. So this was great. I love it. I love it so much. I love all of our characters. I'm sorry about Nat. I can't control him anymore. He is who he is. I'm Imperative Pengu on the Twitters. I do a lot of tabletop RPG stuff, occasionally video game stuff with the friends. If you follow me at Twitter, it's the best way to find out what I am doing. I have a pinned tweet, there we go, of my schedule of tabletop RPGs. Main thing I want to plug, tomorrow I'll be over on Pro Restarters channel at 1 p.m. Eastern with Dungeon World. If you've watched the Greyhawk channel that I'm on with Pro, it's turning a lot into that. And I thought I would get one, a game with him that wasn't all dark and horrifying, but no, everything's just grim and dark. And it's over on Pro's channel. I recommend checking out. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Kiana, how's it going?
Lauren, I love you, but also, why?
Because.
Terrible, awful. I love it.
Thank you.
No, this was a fantastic episode. It had everything that I ever wanted in my life. Robot, Mal, amazing. I love Victor so much. He's just a good boy. And then like everyone kind of be able to show off what they're able to do. That was awesome. All of that fun stuff. And now I can stop holding on to the goddamn secret out of game that Art's on a secret fucking mission.
Oh yeah, I'm so mad at you too.
Yeah. That was part of her character from the very beginning. So this has been fun. And Lauren has managed to make her ex and her ex-boss both antagonists in this game. So this is fine.
Oh, I just had a thought.
Well, Lauren, I don't like when I give you thoughts.
Great. Where can we find you on the internet, Kiana?
You can find me over on Twitter at Kiana S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm all over the internet playing role-playing games almost every day of the week. But I'm part of the team over here on Tales from the Grim, so you can find me on the Discord and all that stuff. And you can find me on Wednesdays for May Black vs. Bloom, Dragonlance D&D campaign. Lots of fun. And if you enjoy Lady Blackbird, I run a game of it over on Off the Table every other week. Lauren is a player in that. This is basically where it's all started. We just keep stabbing each other with knives. It's fine. But yeah, so definitely come hang out with me over there, and can't wait for next week. I just want things to be okay and to maybe get a smooch.
No.
Wow.
Alice.
Hi. I love Victor. I think that's been concluded by everyone so far and in chat. I absolutely love it. I love all the characters as well. I think it's just such a diverse, like, we're all wacky in our own way, which is what I really, really like. I like the Captain standoff that's been amazing and no one witnessed it whatsoever. But yeah, I look forward to this every single Monday. I love this game so much. I love this crew so much. But otherwise, I'm White Rabbit Pick. That's where you can find me on Twitter. I DM and I play every day of the week over on the Scratchicus Academy. And when I'm not there, I'm here playing Lady Blackbird or Highlander. So yeah, I love it. I love it so much. So thank you. Can't wait till next week already.
Woo! And beloved Serena. Darling Serena. She's not mad at me. I can tell because she's glowing.
I tend to get snatched in games, so I feel very mixed feelings right now. In Dungeon Rats, I put on a ring and I disappeared. I blinked out of existence for a while, so this feels like the same. It's fine. Surrounded by fire, drinking coffee.
Don't worry, Victor will come find his new bestie.
Yes. Oh, that's I love. Okay, Victor's character. Okay, so robots are my favorite trope in sentient robots. If I could, I didn't know this game had robots, or Kaylin would be a robot. I would figure it out. But it was so fun playing with you, Mal. It was so nice meeting you too. And also, I love the fact that the captain had a showdown and we didn't see it. But I'm so happy for him. You can find me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie or playing games with the Dungeon Rats. If you like spoilers or are caught up with all of our streams, you can catch us tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Or you can catch me Sundays at 12 p.m. Central on the D&D's Twitch channel where I stream Rivals of Waterdeep.
Yay. And Greg, please tell us how you enjoyed tonight. I want to hear it.
I had a blast tonight. I said in chat, I got to do the most Malcolm Reynolds shit I've ever done in an RPG. It was super duper dope. I love the system where you can just be like, if you want to do something cool, then here, take all my money. I just want to do it just so I can do it. And the navigator GM's like, all right, you've done it. Tell us how you do it. That's my type of system. Which is it. The mechanic is just bullshit. It's just how much you can talk your way into doing something awesome, and I love it. But more than doing bullshit fun things, I love playing with this group. Holy shit, is this group fun? I mean, my goodness. And Mal, bringing in that robot, I'm telling you what, if you watch the VOD, I lose my shit when you take about 15 seconds to answer something. That's hilarious. That is the funniest thing to me, when you just turn and turn and turn like you're thinking. And I love it. I just think it's like the greatest thing ever. What a great group. Smiles, kindness, just absolute support. The backstage chat is super fun. Legion, thank you so much for all the fun things that you say and how invested you are in the game. And this Monday night, my word, is it refreshing. A lot of 4-hour meeting for Tommy, boy, that sucks, but Monday nights, damn, are they fun now. I like them a lot. I'm Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the team here from where you're currently sitting down, Tales from the Grim. We have Lady Blackbird on Wednesday, Dungeon of the Mad Mage on Thursday. Both of those games start at 8 p.m. Eastern and will feature giveaways from our sponsor, Die Hard Dice. Brand new, super duper metal dice sets that are great. They're yours. Just show up and, put in your chance and you could walk away with a great set of those. Also, what we have this Sunday, Highlander continues with our episode 2 at 4 p.m. Eastern, followed by Project Athena at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be our episode 3. So we are moving right along here in the season at Tales from the Grim. But boy, oh boy, if you had as much fun as I did, and I hope you did, just be back here next Monday. We've got to get Kale we got a robot that answers questions. It takes a real long time. It's the best. Be back here next Monday.
Alrighty, and I have been your navigator for the evening, Nat Salty Ginger, over on Twitter. You can find me playing games around the internet with my friends here, obviously at Tales from the Grim, on Sunday nights for Project Hyperion, and then here on Mondays. You should check out all our great shows. I also play on Off the Table twice a week and Scraticus Academy twice a week, who I believe we're going to go and raid as we sign off. Thank you everyone for the donations tonight. I hope you enjoyed that complication. I know I did. All right, that is it from me, signing off here at Tales from the Grim. I'm sure everything will be fine.
When we get over to the Academy, simply say, robot. Cheer them on with the robot. And as the campfire goes down, there's one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s, but you can always role play. And we'll see you next Monday night, friends.